Hi everyone, and welcome to Zone Fitness Restore. All you're going to need for this workout is a yoga mat, and let's get ready to go. Let's start in mountain pose. So bring your big toes together, your heels slightly apart, soften your knees, squeeze your butt, and allow your shoulders come back and down. Let the palms face me, and if you feel ready, just gently close your eyes, and let's begin by finding our breath. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. And you can just take this time just to come into your practice, coming internally into your body. How does it feel today? Maybe you need to take a little bit of a shoulder roll through your neck. Just use this time to become aware of your body. On your next in-breath, let's extend the arms above us, extended mountain pose. Breathe in. And as you exhale, bend your knees and tip from your waist, come down to forward fold. Hands either side of your feet, bend your knees lots, tuck your chin, and just fold over your legs. Let's do that again. Big breath in as we inhale, extended mountain, reach the arms high. And as you exhale, forward fold again. Bend your knees lots, softly come down. 2 more times, just like that. Breathing in. And breathing out. So maybe it feels good to lengthen the legs a little bit more this time. And perhaps you want to take hold of opposite elbow and come into a ragdoll position. So just tuck the chin even more, let the neck lengthen, and it might feel good to gently rock side to side. But wherever you are, let your shoulders come away from your ears. Good. Breathing in, extended mountain. Out breath, your forward fold. Your choice, whether it's just normal forward fold or coming into ragdoll, or maybe lengthening the legs even more to feel the tension go from the back of the thighs. And then when you're ready, bring the hands to the floor and let's step back onto our knees and come into child's pose. So bring your knees wide, big toes together, lengthen the arms away from you, and then drop your forehead down towards your mat. And let's take some breaths here, breathing in through the nose and then sigh it out through the mouth. Let's do that again. Inhale through the nose and exhale, open your mouth and sigh. Once more, breathing in and out. Coming up onto your hands, we're going to take our right leg in front of us into a lunge position. So you can help the leg if you need to. Bring your hands either side of the leg and just now shift the weight forward so that the knee is over the ankle and the hips are lengthened. Lift your chest, breathe in, and as you breathe out, exhale and see if you can drop into your hips a little bit more. Now we're just opening them up to start with, so they might feel a little bit tight, and that's okay. Maybe you want to move in your hips forwards and back. We're just ironing out the creases, beginning to warm up the body. From here, on your next in-breath, let's heel toe the foot out to the edge of your mat, and then bring your hands on the inside into lizard lunge. So this is going to give you a little bit more room to move around in your hips. So again, you can move side to side, you can explore this pose. And we're just trying to find the areas that feel good and also the areas that don't feel as good, because those are the areas that we're going to focus on today, and we're going to use our breath to really release any tension that may be there. So again, bring your weight forward so that your left hip flexor opens and your hands are underneath your shoulders. And if you want to explore this pose further, come with me. So turn your foot out to the side. Your right hand comes to your right knee, and then the right foot comes onto the side or the edge of the foot. So from here, breathe in, and as you exhale, we're just going to really gently push the knee out slightly. You can look up or you can look down, turn into the knee. And what you should feel here is a nice release through the left hip flexor, but also an opening in your right hip in the ball and socket joint. So it might be quite intense for you. So just use your breath to ease into it. This is really beneficial for us if we've been sat down all day at a desk, working from home, or whatever you're doing today. It just allows us to open up the body. Good, breathe in, and as you exhale, come back into your lizard lunge. Hands in between on the inside of the legs, rocking forward and back, side to side. And then let's meet in child's pose. So come back, bring the knees wide, toes together, drop the head. Let's do that on the other side. Inhale, this time the left leg lunges forward, help it if you need to. Keep it on the inside of the hands for now, come up onto the fingertips, and just moving forward and back, side to side, give it a wiggle, whatever works for you today. So you're going to have a little less room here to play around with before we go into our lizard lunge. So just ease into it, rocking the hips forward and back. On your next in-breath, we heel toe the foot to the outside of the mat and exhale into your lizard lunge. So again, now you have more room, you can shift the weight forward a little bit more, and you can rock forwards and back. You might want to open side to side. Just give it a wriggle, see where your body needs to be today. Inhale, lift the chest, and as you exhale, let's see if we can drop further into the right hip flexor. And then if you want to progress even more, we're going to turn the foot out to 40 degrees, the left foot, rock onto the side of the foot, and then inhale, left hand to knee, exhale, push gently, doesn't take much, just gently push the leg away. Finding your in-breath, and then on your out-breath, just exploring more into the pose, wherever that might be today. Knowing that if you have had enough, you can come out of it whenever you need to, or maybe you'd like to linger a little bit longer. Good, breathe in, and as you breathe out, let's come back into our lizard lunge. Rocking forward and back if you need it. Hopefully now feeling a little bit better than it did the first time, with a little bit more room just to move. And then heel toe the foot back in, come into your low lunge, and then let's meet back in child's pose. Inhale, and as you breathe out, exhale. Lower your forehead down, and see if you can reach your arms just a little bit further away from you this time. So we're really going to activate through the back and the shoulders. And then on your out breath, see if you can lower your hips even further down towards your heels. Okay, let's come back into our lunge. So breathe in, and as you breathe out, right leg this time, lunge it forward. Now keep the fingertips up on the floor. We're not going to go into our lizard lunge, we're going to stay in our low lunge here. Inhale to lift the chest. And as you exhale, just drop into your hips a little bit more, making sure that your right knee is over your ankle, nice and aligned. Take another breath. And as you exhale, let's push back towards our hips into a half split. So you're going to extend your right leg, your hands can walk back towards your hips, lift the toes, flex the foot, and try and keep your hips square. So we're lengthening the right leg to really work into the hamstrings, the calves. Inhale here, and as you exhale, just slightly fold your chest over your leg. Now if this is a little bit uncomfortable for you, you can soften the knee. Always soften the knee if the hamstrings are tight. Do whatever works for you. Inhaling now, come back into your lunge, so shift the weight forward, and as you exhale, knee over ankle. We're going to find a nice easy twist here. So your left hand comes to the floor. We inhale to extend our right arm overhead and turn your chest into your right knee. Now from here, keep squeezing the thighs, the inner thighs together. So try not to let the knee flare out. It's tempting to let it flare out. Try and keep it in so that your hips are square and the rotation and the twist comes from the midsection of the body. How does it feel on the knee here? If you'd like to advance, you can tuck your left toes, breathe in, push back on the left heel and lift the left knee. And see if you can now revolve even more, opening up through the heart and the shoulders. And if you want to take it back down to the knee, that's okay as well. It's whatever works for you today. Good, hand comes back to the floor, knee comes down, and we sit back into child's pose. Inhale here. Exhale through the mouth. Once more, breathing in and out. Alright, let's do that on the other leg. So inhale this time, left leg lunges through. Help it if you need to, shift the weight, knee over ankle. Let the hip flexors open, lift your chest, look up if it feels good. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose, just as and when, however you wish to breathe today. And let's find half split. So inhale, and as you exhale, shift the hips back, lengthen left leg, flex the left toes, and then walk your hands back. And again, you can soften that left knee if the hamstrings are particularly tight today. This is still us mobilizing and warming into our bodies, so let's be really kind to what we need today. Inhale, lift chest. Out breath, see if you can fold a little bit further over your leg, maybe sitting the hips back down a little bit more. And on your next in-breath, coming back into your lunge. So bending left knee, knee over ankle. And as you exhale, shifting the weight forward. Lifting heart. Good work. Let's come back into our child's pose. Okay, let's just do that all again, but a little bit quicker this time. So breathe in, and as you breathe out, let's move into our lunge. Right leg, big step forward. Shift the hips forward, knee over ankle. This time let's add an arm lift. So breathe in to lift the arms. As you breathe out, drop into the hips a little bit more. Now, if this is too much for you today, feel free to bring the hands to the knee, that's okay. Breathe in, breathe out. Left hand comes to the floor, and we're going to find an easy twist. So turn into the right knee. You can keep the left knee down, or if you want to, flex the toes, push back on the heels, and lift off into your twist. A beautiful way to release through our back, our spine. They detoxify the spine and make the body feel good. Good, come down. Come back into your lunge, knee comes down and we move into half split. So push the hips back, extend the right leg, lift the heel, walk the hands back, inhale to lift chest, out breath, fold. Inhaling, chest lifts, we come forward back into the lunge, and on our out breath, we sit back to child's pose. Knees wide, forehead down. Inhale, exhale through the mouth. Once more, inhale through the nose, and release some heat through the mouth. Good, left side. Inhale, exhale, left leg lunges, lifting chest. Play around here, do what you need, and then on your next inhale we lift the arms, or you come to the knee, wherever feels best. But just notice how when the arms lift, it's almost like we can lift out through our pelvis and create even more room through our hips. Good, hands come down towards the floor, breathing in. Turn towards your left knee. Left arm reaches up and we find that twist as we exhale. Option to keep the knee down, or maybe you're going to lift the knee up and find a little bit more room through your twist here. Inhaling and exhaling. Good, hands come to the floor. Let's come into half split, so right knee comes down, breathe in, and as you breathe out, extend the hips back, extend the left leg, flex the left foot, and hands come back. Folding your chest over the thigh, keeping your hips square to your mat or square to me. On your in-breath, come forward into your lunge. And on your out-breath, sit back, child's pose. Lengthen the arms, forehead down. 2 breaths here, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Inhale. Let it go. Let's move into our first downward facing dog. So keeping your hands about shoulder width, come up onto all fours. Flex your feet, so tuck your toes under, and then from here we're going to push the hips high and back away from us, extending the arms and grounding the heels if we can. It's okay if you can't. It's all about how much room you have in your hamstrings here. So if it feels better today to let the heels lift and soften the knees, give that a go. But what we're trying to do is send our hips high so that our arms can lengthen, our chest can push towards our thighs, and we look towards our shins or our knees. And it might feel good here today to walk out through your down dog, so pedaling 1 foot down at a time. You can move in your down dog, do whatever feels good. Maybe nodding the head up and down, and then turning it side to side. Maybe pushing into one hand more than the other, revolving through the shoulders. And then come into just a stationary down dog now, so feet hip width, hands shoulder width, pushing through the knuckles of the palms, mainly your index finger. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, send your hips a little bit higher. Revolve your triceps underneath your shoulders. And let's come into our first high lunge. So inhale, bend your knees, right leg steps forward in between the hands, and you can always help it if you need to. From here, lift the chest, and we're going to see if we can extend the arms above us. So you may want to bring one hand to the knee as you breathe in, and as you breathe out, lengthen your arms above you. And if this doesn't feel nice for you today, just stay on the knee, it's all good. But breathe in wherever you are, and as you exhale, let's find a mini back bend. So squeeze your butt and just bring your arms or shoulders back. If this isn't good for you, just stay where you were. And if you want to advance even more, bring the hands behind you, clasp the fingers, and on your out breath, we pull the shoulders down, lengthen our arms towards our heels, and feel the heart space open. Breathe in and breathe out. On your next in breath, everyone bring your hands to your knees. Then take a nice big step to the top of the mat and come into a forward fold. From here, take a nice big breath in, and let's come up to extended mountain. So bend your knees, reach on up, arms reach high, and as you exhale, hands come down to your heart. Nice. Breathe in again, lift the arms, and as you exhale, come into your forward fold. So bend your knees, come down towards the floor. You can lengthen the back of the legs, you can soften your knees, whatever works for you. And then from here, right leg steps back into your down dog, then your left leg. So let's take some breaths here, in through the nose, and out through the mouth. And again, inhaling and exhale. Let's do that on the other leg now though. So breathe in, and as you exhale, bend your knees, left leg lunges forward, and it's okay if you need to help it or assist it with your hand. Power through the right heel, so you're lifting up your right knee, lifting your chest into your runner's lunge here. And then you know your options. You can place one hand on the knee and come up assisted, or try and come up with me. So inhale, lift the arms, reach high, high lunge. So if you want to extend your arms up, you can. It's going to give you a little more room through your hips and your pelvis. But if you want to just stay on the knee, that's all good too. And maybe it doesn't feel good to come up into your high lunge. Maybe you just want to keep the knee down. So there's loads of options, and just do whatever feels right for you today. Let's find a mini back bend if you're going for it. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, squeeze the butt and reach back as much as you can. Breathe in again. Let's take the bind. Hands come down behind us. Clasp the fingers. Out breath, pull the shoulders down. Let the heart space open. Breathe in. And breathe out. Everyone now, hands to the knees as you inhale, and as you exhale, come into a forward fold. Feet hip width or together, or slightly wider, whatever works for you today. Inhale, extended mountain, lift the arms. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, extended mountain. Out breath, forward fold. Good, breathing in, left leg steps back. And as you breathe out, down dog. Feet hip width, hands shoulder width. You can pedal, you can stay, you can bend your knees more, but let's find our breath. In through the nose, and then release the heat through the mouth. Breathing in, and out. Good, okay, we're going to do that 2 more times. So let's find a vinyasa first. We're just going to change it slightly. So roll through into high plank. So tuck your chin, roll your weight forward, shoulders come over your wrists into high plank. Now if you want to modify this, bring the knees down, low plank, whatever works for you. We're going to find a chaturanga here. So bring the elbows in towards the side of the body. You can be on your knees or on your toes, and bring your heart all the way, either halfway or all the way down towards the floor. We inhale to lift into baby cobra, so squeeze your butt lots, pull your shoulders back, and feel the back of the body engage. And if you're ready, you might want to lift the thighs and push through the hands, squeezing the butt more into upward facing dog. As we breathe out, downward facing dog. So push your hips back and high. And we're back again. So that was a little vinyasa that we're going to repeat again in a minute. So let's start with our right leg. Breathe in, right leg lunges forward. Knee down or knee up as we inhale again to our high lunge. As you breathe out, reach back, baby back bend. Inhale, come with me if you're going for your bind. Clasp the hands, pull the shoulders down. Everybody, hand comes to the thigh. Breathe in, breathe out, top of the mat, forward fold. Belly to spine, tuck your chin. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's move on here, tree pose. So, your left foot comes either to your ankle, your calf, or your inner thigh. Breathe in, hands to heart. So just steady your eye gaze here, find somewhere that you can focus on. Embrace every wobble if it comes. It's all part of the process. Now here's your challenge. Let's see if we can move into Warrior 3 without putting the foot down on the floor. If you do need to put your foot down, that's fine. But the challenge is to try and lift it off. So inhale, release your foot from your thigh, flex the foot, the left foot, and send it behind you. Bend your right knee and square your hips as you tip forward. So keep Flexing the left foot, driving through the left heel, squeezing the glutes to lift the left leg high, and bending your right leg lots. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, we step back into our lunge. Arms lift. And then as we exhale, hands come to the floor, and let's meet back in down dog. Good, let's do that on the other side then. So we'll start with our vinyasa first. So inhale, roll forwards into high plank or low plank, whatever you need. Knees or toes as we lower down, elbows in. Baby cobra or up dog as you inhale. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. Let's find our lunge. So inhale, bend your knees, and as you exhale, left leg this time lunges through, guiding it if you need to. Runner's lunge, and you know your options, hands to the knee, or we rise up into high lunge. Breathe in, breathe out, arch back, baby back bend. And then hands come behind us, clasp, and pull the shoulders down to open the heart. Inhale, hands come to the knees or the thigh. Exhale, forward fold. Tuck the chin, let tension go through the neck, the head. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, hands to heart. Tree pose. Right leg, breathe in. Your option, ankle, calf, or right up into your inner thigh. Try and square your hips. Find your focus point. Breathe freely. It's always good to test our balance and coordination, right? From here we move to warrior 3. So if you can, without putting the foot down, breathe in, let it come away, flex the foot, send your right leg back, tip forward over your hips, bend your standing leg lots, and keep driving out through the right heel and squeezing the glutes, squaring the hips to the floor. On your next in-breath, we take a big step back, right leg lands, out breath, lift the arms into your high lunge. Breathe in, and as we exhale, hands to floor, step back, down dog. Nice work. One more vinyasa before we move on. Breathe in, roll forwards into your high plank. Out breath, chaturanga, your choice, knees down or up. Inhale, baby cobra or up dog. Out breath, down dog. One more breath here, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Good. Bring your knees down to the earth. Knees wide, feet together, child's pose. Drop the head. Nice work. We're nearly there. Let's just release through our hips. So, bring your right knee in front of you, your left knee behind, knees at 90-90. And we're going to take the right hand behind us, hand underneath your shoulder, and then as you breathe in, lift your left arm high and push your hips forwards as you reach up and back, a spiral twist. You feel a nice release through the left hip flexor here. Keep pushing the weight forward, pushing the hips forward, and if it feels good, maybe you want to breathe in and rotate the chest to the ceiling to find a little more room through your spine. Good, come on down. Let's change sides. So left knee in front, right knee behind, knees at 90-90. Left hand underneath the shoulder, and then inhale, right arm lifts high, pushing the hips forward, squeezing the button, reaching back. And then you know where to go if it feels good. Breathe in to revolve the chest. Feel that beautiful extension through spine and the right hip flexor opening up more, squeezing your butt to push hips forward. And then come on down. Nice. Just bring your legs in front for a second. And then from here, we're going to bring the left leg or the left foot in towards the right thigh. Right leg extends out to the side. Just shift your weight and pull your sit bones back. And then let your arms come forward. So we're going to try and line up our sternum with our right leg here. So inhale to lift your chest. And as you breathe out, just softly fold over your right leg, wherever that might be today. So you might be on your elbows. Some of you may even be able to reach towards the foot. Just go wherever you need to go to feel the length through the back of the leg. Now you can soften your knee if the hamstrings are particularly tight. Our focus is on a nice lifted chest and a long spine to bring that length through the back of the leg. So just go wherever you need to today. Breathing in and breathing out.
Buzzing head, someone stop this sound.
Nice. On your next in breath, lift your chest. And let's change sides. So the left leg extends out, the right foot comes into the left thigh. Use this time just to shift your weight, pull your sit bones back, revolve your chest so it's in line with your left leg. And then we inhale to lift the chest. And then exhale as we fold. And again, this is wherever you need to be. But wherever you are, just know that that is exactly where you need to be today. There's no pressure to be anywhere else. Your only focus is how this pose feels. So we're aiming for length down the back of the leg, a lifted chest, and a nice long spine.
Remind me of the garden, recall for me the scent of long walks under trees, feeling once again like myself, stirring in the morning.
Breathe in, lift your heart. And as you breathe out, let's bring everything to the front. Just give your legs a shake. Shake through the knees, through the toes, and then just bring the feet up onto the mat here. Take the hands behind the thighs, and we're just going to roll down really slowly, activating the core before we find our final pose today. So tuck your chin, use your hands to assist you, and really slowly start to make your way back. Now you get to a point where you want to fall, but try not to. Really slowly, squeezing the belly, drawing the belly in towards the spine, and letting each vertebrae of the spine come on down to your mat. So let your arms fall out to the side, let your legs lengthen away from you. Maybe you want to take a roll through your shoulders, your wrists, your ankles. And from here, I invite you to gently close your eyes. So feel free to stay as you are in Shavasana, lying on the floor. I'm going to sit today, and you're welcome to sit with me or just stay as you are. But I invite you to gently close your eyes and then just become aware of your breathing. We're going to start a really short breathing exercise. Breathing in for the count of 4, holding the breath for 4, and then exhaling for 4. So let's try that now. Breathe in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Now exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold again. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 3, 2, 1. Pause. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I invite you to breathe normally, however you wish. And just enjoy these last few moments of stillness and of peace. Acknowledging all the amazing work that your body has just done. Moving through pose to pose, breathing, opening up the body and feeling good. Take a nice, slow, long inhalation through your nose. And as you exhale, open your mouth wide and sigh. One more time, breathing in slow and long through the nose. And as you exhale, let it go, open the mouth. Bring some awareness back into your body. Roll through your shoulders and your wrists and your ankles. Maybe a roll through your head. Might feel good to hug your knees in towards your chest and give yourself a little roll of your spine from side to side. Maybe it feels good for you to roll over onto your favorite side. And then when you feel ready, just push your way back up to seated. When you're there, gently blink your eyes open. Bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the nose. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you at the next one.